Happy Friday. Welcome back to another edition of the Friday Five. So today for me is a day of memory and reflection because 3 years ago today I lost my dad. He was my biggest fan all growing up, coached our teams, was always very present, and he really showed me what it means to be a good man in this world. He certainly wasn't perfect, and he wasn't some crazy successful business person, but on a daily basis, he led his life in a way that was honorable, caring towards others, and really miss him. So today's show is dedicated to my dad, Greg Davis. All right, number one, jumping into mortgage rates. And again, these are national averages from Mortgage News Daily. VA 30-year fixed starts with a 5 handle, 5.98%. FHA 30-year fixed, 5.95%. Conventional 30-year fixed at 6.55%. And then the conventional 15-year fixed Dave Ramsey special at 5.97%. So it's pretty cool to see a bunch of rates in the fives. These are the best levels we've seen dating back to September 2024. And a little bit of this is a flight to safety based on tariffs and everything that's happened with stock market. But it's possible, depending on economic conditions, we could continue to see rates improve further. But we have lost a little ground this afternoon from when I originally priced these this morning. So number two. All right. So I want to make a suggestion to, if there's home buyers or potential home buyers listening, I want to make a suggestion to you on how you should choose your lender and the value of relationships. And this isn't a sales pitch for me. In fact, I would have the same conversation with a customer, and I would tell them that if based on these criteria, I'm not the best fit for them, then use who they think is. So first, I want to say rate is important, but you need to look at the full package when selecting a lender. Certainly, interest rate is an important factor, like I said, but it is not the only factor. The other factors that you should look at, you should certainly look at fees, closing costs as a whole, but you also need to make sure that the fees and the closing costs are accurate, because some non-local lenders don't properly estimate transfer tax or tax prorations back to the seller or what goes into the escrow account. Also, some people will just bait and switch you. And then, biggest thing is just, I want to emphasize that you should work with someone that you like and trust. Those are the kind of the two most important things outside of the terms of the loan. Cheapest lender might not always be the best. If you miss your closing date and you have to pay for a hotel and a moving truck for a week longer than you expected, or if you did get bait and switched and the numbers end up changing late in the game when it's too late for you to change lenders. So take your time, talk to a couple different people, especially if you're not comfortable with the first one that you speak to, and check out Google reviews too. That can be very helpful. Number three, Rocket buys Redfin, which we already talked about, and Mr. Cooper this week. Mr. Cooper is a very, very, very large loan servicer. They do originate loans as well, probably not all that well, but they are a very large loan servicer in the country. The Redfin acquisition from a week ago is $1.75 billion in stock. This Mr. Cooper acquisition by Rocket is $9.4 billion. And it seems like Rocket's end goal here is to create a really big company that integrates the home shopping process, like the starting on Redfin and searching for a home through that portal, and then carry it right into the mortgage process through Rocket and their platform, and then carry it right into servicing with the Mr. Cooper servicing platform. And Rocket already has had their own servicing platform. So, it's going to be a huge company. My personal opinion is I still believe that many clients will want a local experience. They'll want a expert who knows that local market, who will walk them through the home buyers process, not just email them instructions or some automated process that emails and is some impersonal instructions. And honestly, if rates and costs are the same and the local company's technology is just as good as Rocket or whoever the other big national centralized company is, I don't know why anyone would want to deal with someone in a cubicle that's 8 states away and 2,000 miles away when you could have someone local to your market who knows it well, who's very accountable to you, because you could walk down to their office and give them an earful if they don't do a good job. Can't do that with somebody that's thousands of miles away. So, number 4, product of the week. And I'm going to go with a really common product that I feel like gets a bad rap, and that is FHA. Real estate community. Love you guys, but can we please stop hammering on FHA like it's some type of horrible loan product? Because it's not. It's a great program. It's not only for people with bad credit. It can be a really good option for a consumer who, doesn't have a lot down and has a credit score in like the high 600s, low 700s. A lot of times that customer gets a much better deal with an FHA loan because of the rate and the cost of the mortgage insurance than they would if they went with a conventional loan. But we're over here trying to slam square pegs in a round hole because everybody just wants conventional. I understand there are property condition requirements, but a lot of these homes that FHA buyers are making offers on are townhouses that were built in the 2000s, and they're in perfectly good condition to meet FHA's minimum property standards, and they have public water and sewer. So please be a little more open-minded for FHA buyers. These are our first-time home buyers a lot of times, and they really want to buy homes, and let's not box them out all the time. Number 5, the quote of the week. This comes from Albert Einstein. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. This quote really encourages focusing on creating value, making a positive impact in the world, rather than just, pursuing success. That a lot of times can be a very selfish endeavor. So I like this quote because it's something that personifies kind of how my dad lived his life. And again, like I said, he was not a perfect man, but he made a positive impact on those around him. And I appreciate the example that he modeled for me and my brother and my boys. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great weekend. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much. We have a baseball tournament here in Hellertown for my youngest son, Wes, and we are going to go win that baby. Have a great weekend.